Welcome to Suthichai Live English. And today I have the honor of talking to my good friend David Rockwood, who happens today to be in America. And he's very active there, helping Thailand, trying to sell Thailand's image in the United States. And I'm sure anyone who is interested in listening to our story, David can tell Thailand's story better than many other people, even Thai people. So, hello, David. Thank you for joining the program. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ คุณ Suthichai.
สวัสดี
Thank
ครับ
you very much. Good to see you again.
Good to see
But
you.
I watch you every day
Thank you.
from America.
Thank you. And as you said before we came on board, that when you see a Thai, your brain suddenly turns to the Thai language, right?
Yes, this is going to be very difficult for me to talk to you in English because the last half dozen times we talk, it's always in Thai.
I know.
So
I know.
my brain sees a Thai face.
All right.
มันออกมาเป็นไทยเลย
มันเป็นไทยเลย
So it's Thai. I'm sorry.
So today,
I have to call up
today you have to switch your brain back to the English language.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, the Suthichai Live English, started last week, and this is the second week. So I'm very happy to have you as my guest to talk about, I think a big issue in America and around the world now is the upcoming presidential election in the USA. You have two old men competing. You have Joe Biden, you have Donald Trump. And a lot of people I talk to are quite concerned about the possible return of Donald Trump in the White House. Now, we can talk about the worldwide or global reactions, but I'd like to concentrate today on what you think would happen to ASEAN, to Thailand, if Trump comes back to the White House. And what would be the difference between Joe Biden having his second term and Trump coming back?
Well, number one, I think everybody was a little bit concerned about the age of both of the people running for president.
Yes.
But if you look around the world, somebody in their late 70s or early 80s is actually quite normal.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that I think at the State of the Union address that was just, a few days ago, I think Biden did an excellent job of showing that his experience and his skill set, and he is, as we say in English, firing on all cylinders.
Firing all 7 cylinders, shooting from every possible direction.
That the engine is, we're all Batsuba, all 8 of the cylinders are working strong.
Yes.
So there was really very good content, I believe, in that State of the Union, and that he was first aggressive against what Trump has been doing. So I just wanted to make that statement, that I think if you really want to find out, is Biden still viable, just go on YouTube and watch the State of the Union. I think it was very good. And he also gave a chance to talk about all the differences that he has with Trump and with Trump policies. But in regard to Thailand and ASEAN, so just to remind your audience, I have been working as a trade representative between Thailand and the U.S. for over 20 years. I am an honorary member of the U.S. Department of Commerce District Export Council. So that is, we are private businessmen who give feedback of the real world to our government in regarding to trade policy. So I've done that almost 20 years. I've had an import-export company from Thailand for over 30 years, helping to bring U.S. quality products and technology to Thailand, and the best of Thailand, to America as well. I also work with the World Trade Center Utah which facilitates international trade. And at the end of this month, April 1, I will be part of a seminar presentation with the Thai consulate, Los Angeles, on business opportunities in Thailand. And the last thing I'm going to mention is I did have the opportunity to meet personally with Prime Minister Suthichai at the APEC summit in San Francisco a few months ago, and had a great discussion with our mutual friend, Kun Wikrom, who did a very good presentation to Prime Minister Suthichai on what Thailand needs to do to get more business. Now back to Trump. Okay.
Back to Trump.
I wanted to make sure people understood my background and that
now,
it's coming from experience.
And you are now in Utah, right, as we talk?
Yes, this background, that is in my home is here in Park City, Utah.
Park City.
We are home of the 2002 Winter Olympic Games.
Oh, yeah.
And another interesting thing about Utah, we have a very active Thai community. It's not big, like in Southern California, but we have about 1.5 million people in the urban Salt Lake front, is what it's called. We have 58 Thai restaurants.
58 Thai restaurants.
So I was joking with the Thai ambassador at APEC Summit. I think Utah has the highest per capita of Thai restaurants, even more than Los Angeles.
Really? Why so? Why?
Well, I think, my language skills came because I served as a Mormon Latter-day Saint missionary in Thailand 45 years ago. So I have that language skill.
Right.
So we have an alumni of the last 45 years of 4,000 people like me who speak Thai fluently, love Thai food, love Thai people. And an exciting thing is we now have a new Mormon LDS temple at the Pekpuri Datmai and Asok intersection, which is very beautiful. And I helped to do some of the tours for that. So there is a very strong Utah-Thailand connection. And the small town I live in Park City, we are a ski resort and golf resort town. We have maybe 9,000 people. We have 5 Thai restaurants.
5? And how did they survive commercially? I mean,
they all do very, very well.
Really?
Thai food. So I know you like to joke about the Thai soft power.
Yeah.
But it is hard power in Utah.
It is hard power, not soft. It's not soft at all, huh?
Thai food is very popular here. We have a lot of tourists. And the tourists know that if they go to a new town, that most of the time the Thai food is good. So I wanted to let you know that Utah is actually very, very close to Thailand because we have a lot of Farang speaking Thai alumni.
So I need to ask you in the future to, just do live sessions with me from Thai restaurant and talking to Thai people.
That's fantastic. We have nam tok. We have som tam. Okay. And it's interesting when I talk with some of the owners of the restaurants and some of the chefs. One of the chefs that I work with is a graduate of Dusatani school. Okay, of culinary. She has a 5-star Thai restaurant here in Park City, Utah. White tablecloth. The waiters wear white shirt, black tie. It is 5-star. And I will let you know the Thai consulate thinks it's some of the best he ever had.
So this is real Thai soft power. This is the genuine one. I mean, it's natural, and you didn't have to have any political support. It came naturally, right?
Well, the business opportunity is here. I will admit I've helped many of these Thai restaurants get started. Great. Because I just need more places to eat lunch.
That's for a very selfish reason, but for a good national interest
That's
for
exactly right.
Thailand. Okay, back to Trump.
Exactly.
Don't try to avoid the Trump issue. It is important.
I'm not. But I wanted to refer back
Right.
to the Biden State of the Union,
Okay.
because I think he outlined a lot of those differences.
Yeah.
So pro or anti-Trump, I think what we need to realize is the Trump followers, about 30% of the population, will vote for Trump no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, they just will support Trump no matter what. And so the real election this year is getting that middle group, okay,
Yeah.
that are not 100% Trump, not 100% Biden, to go in either direction. So I think that's going to be the key point, is those middle states. So if you watch the news on CNN or any other analysis of the new upcoming presidential election, the discussion is about the middle. Who is going to win the middle?
Right.
And right now, those lines are being drawn, and it will be interesting to see. But again, back to specific items. I think one of the biggest differences between Biden and Trump, number one, from my background in import-export and foreign trade, is the trade policies.
Yeah.
President Trump has been known for his protectionist trade policies, imposing tariffs, renegotiating trade agreements, and these policies will definitely affect Thailand and other ASEAN countries, with exports to the United States, leading to potential disruption in trade and economic growth. I know that the Thai people do not understand that America is still a very big trade partner.
It is.
With Thailand.
Yes.
And as far as technology, I mean, 90% of the technology in Thailand is from the US.
Yeah.
So as a trade representative, I export technology and know-how, and we import food, raw materials, automobile parts, tires, road law for cars. The second point too, Suthichai, would be regional security. So President Trump is very much an America first approach to foreign policy, which will definitely be part of a reduced U.S. presence in engagements in ASEAN. And a lot of important ASEAN issues are coming up. And if America becomes more protectionist, I think that could negatively impact the security in ASEAN. And the different security arrangements, alliances, would create more uncertainty in ASEAN. If the good friend. So in Thailand, we in trade, we call the relationship with the eagle and the elephant.
Eagle and the elephant, right.
And that's always been a very good relationship for hundreds of years. Okay. And so we need to maintain that. But with Trump, even the first time with Trump, Thailand was totally off the radar.
Off the radar.
If you look back, you will see there was actually off the radar, no engagement. It was not very good. And I lived through that as a businessman, and it was not good.
I don't think Trump even knows where Thailand actually is.
Well, there's a lot to be said about that, but it would not improve the trade, security, and other things. And then, as you know, I am the co-founder of a climate stewardship company, Spiral Carbon. We have a strong office there in Thailand, where our technology helps enable Thai rice farmers to receive global quality carbon credits.
That to me is very important, and I think with your work in this field is a big contribution to Thailand's agricultural and
Right.
the general economic.
Well, we're able to pay that farmer to adopt more climate-friendly agricultural practice when they go from fully flooded rice, which is traditional, to a better method of alternative wet dry.
Sure.
Because rice is a big producer of methane, which is 20 to 30 times more damaging than CO2. So if we can get that rice farmer to still have a good crop, high yields, and improve soil, but when he does wet and dry alternative, he cut his methane emission by 50%.
Sure.
So that qualifies them for a high standard UN quality carbon offset that we have buyers already around the world on UN standard, and we can help pay that farmer to have positive climate action. Now, I'm not here to promote my company, but what I'm here to talk about is the problem if Trump was to become president, his views on climate change and environment are not good.
No.
He is the one who pulled us from the Paris agreements, and it could hinder international efforts to combat climate change and may impact ASEAN's climate goals and initiatives, including those related to sustainable development. And I know that my company and many active Thai politicians understand that Thailand is at huge risk on climate change for many reasons, and it is a top priority for Thailand. So under a Trump administration, this would not get better.
It won't.
Another issue that I wanted to bring up is immigration policy. So again, in that America First, Trump has initiated many stricter immigration projects and travel bans, visa restrictions, and this affects the movement of people, including tourists, students, professionals, between Thailand and other ASEAN countries and the United States. So this could have a negative effect on the positive cultural exchange that we get from tourism, from students studying abroad, etc., and other economic ties. So that is at risk as well.
So immigration, economic policy, geopolitics, these are areas that we should be concerned about if Trump comes back to the White House.
When you talk about geopolitics, the biggest problem if Trump was to be reelected is he is very unpredictable.
Yes.
Okay, and countries and business, we like predictability.
Sure.
And you and I have had previous discussions. One of the good things about Prime Minister Suthichai in being salesman is he is very predictable and has added much more credibility to foreign investment into Thailand. And with Trump, I think we can have more problems with those shifting alliances, and ASEAN will not have the same importance, I think, that it does under a current Biden administration.
So you see some worrying signs on the horizon in American politics. What can we do about it?
Well, hold on and watch. I mean, it's going to...
Yes, hold on.
This one is going to be very exciting, I think.
Yes.
But now, after... Trump is going to be Trump.
Yes.
Okay? And no matter what. And Trump, the MAGA red hat will always be the MAGA red hat, no matter what.
Right.
But Suthichai, some other interesting components with the Trump-appointed Supreme Court. I don't want to get too technical here, but with the Trump-appointed Supreme Court, Roe versus Wade was overturned. And that is about female reproductive rights. More women in America vote than men. And so this issue, I think the closer we get to the actual election, I think you will see a drop in the Trump support
Yeah.
because of reproductive rights,
I see.
Roe versus Wade,
Right.
and that this has been a very hot topic to stimulate more action with female electors.
Fair.
And I think that you'll see that. I think that, again, not to be too repetitive, but the State of the Union address by Biden
Yeah.
showed that he is strong, that he is smart, he is capable.
Yeah.
There is no way Trump could have ever given that same talk.
I see. So women votes probably will decide as well. Be a big, important, decisive factor.
Exactly. But another issue that I think is interesting to discuss with your audience is the problem we have is that with the way we elect our president with the Electoral College.
Yeah, the college.
I'm not going to be a John David today, but but each state, besides the actual popular vote, they have their own group of votes that go into the Electoral College.
Yes.
And so the problem is the Democrats have won the popular vote for 10 to 20 years.
Right.
But not had the president every time because of the way the Electoral College. Trump, on his last election, did not win the popular vote.
No, I know. No.
He barely won with the Electoral College. So again, we'll hold on to our seat, Kun Suthichai.
Yes.
I think you and I will have many discussions for the next 6 months about what's going on. But I think for ASEAN, a Biden administration is much more positive and not being as a partisan person. But for ASEAN, you do not want Trump back again.
No, that is a very clear statement. For ASEAN, you don't want Trump back again.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the economy is doing very well in America these days, huh?
And it has been excellent. So, and I know, and so this is a little bit of a comment back to you and our good friend Kun Wikrom. You guys always like to point out the American foreign debt. That it's a big issue.
Right.
But look at the percentage of foreign debt. Japan, America, all these other countries. America has a high debt, but a very high economy. So the percentage of foreign debt versus GDP and other economic indicators, America is doing quite well. We are lucky we came through COVID better than most. I think the stimulus check and my business, I was able to stay in business because of government support. And if we look at Thailand, I think the COVID recovery has been very slow because I don't think the Thai government did enough to help with the financial recovery. And Thailand is now very high consumer debt. Because you did not have a lot of government programs. Everybody just had a bigger credit card.
We have this big debt issue. And most households are in debt. And national debt ratio is at 91% of the GDP. So that is a serious issue that the government, the Bank of Thailand, everyone is talking about.
And that's why I think it's important, and one of the roles that I have, bringing more foreign direct investment into Thailand to help stimulate that economy. With my company, how we help small Thai farmer to have a greater income. With our program, they can improve their income by almost 15 to 18%. So that's important. Another issue, and I don't want to beat up on the Thai economy, but the income disparity in Thailand, I think, is also a problem. And I also think that the education quality has gone backwards.
From where you live now, looking at Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, the two countries that are becoming our competitors in terms of drawing foreign investments and also exports. How do you see Thailand's position vis-a-vis Vietnam and Indonesia?
So because of CETA,
Yeah.
it's better.
Okay.
Okay. So people are telling the Thai story better. I also want to compliment the Department of Export Promotion in Thailand.
Yes.
Thai Foreign Ministry under this government is much better. BOI is very good.
I see.
All of the foreign consulate and foreign ministry workers are some of the best I've ever worked with.
Already.
So Thailand has a strong team.
Yes.
I just think we needed a better leader.
Yeah.
And I think with Kun Seta, you have that. But in comparison, as you always discuss with Kun Wikrom as well.
Yes.
We do a lot of business in Vietnam. We also do business in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Vietnam, when they say they're going to help you, it happens and happens fast. In Thailand, don't khao kiu noi. You have to get in line.
Khao kiu noi.
And you with Vikram have joked the whole one-stop service. Well, many stops.
Too many stops.
Yeah, and Indonesia, what is intriguing to Indonesia, they're going through quite a bit of change.
Yes.
They have much more raw material, than the rest of ASEAN, and they are a strong, growing economy of consumers.
Right.
So, in my opinion, the Thai economy for consumer is stagnant. Except for technology, digitization, modernization. Thailand's advantage, though, is the infrastructure. If I'm going to have a factory in Thailand and export, the infrastructure in Thailand is much better than Vietnam or Indonesia, and 50 times better than the Philippines. So Thailand does have a lot of benefits. I think with the automotive industry migrating to EV, it should be a higher priority for the government to be more supportive of some of the support industries. And Thailand has the skill set to produce batteries and other support for EV. I've noticed this last year. So I go back to Thailand every 4 to 6 weeks, to work with my team there. And the increase of EVs in Thailand has been very impressive, but I think you need a bit more infrastructure, more charging stations. And my hometown, so here in a ski town, did you know 90% of our buses are electric?
90% electric.
90%.
Wow.
And our bus is free.
Free. And your bus is electric?
It is paid for by the nightly room tax when you rent a hotel or a condo. So that tax is put upon the tourists who added that added burden of transport.
Okay, so they are taxed, and that tax money goes to help the local people.
For electric, to pay for electric bus, because we are selling high mountain, beautiful air. We cannot have smog.
Okay. That's a
so
good...
90% of our city bus is EV.
You see. That's interesting.
Which Chiang Mai can adopt, Pattaya can adopt, Phuket. And my favorite place, Koh Samui. Please add EV bus or EV Song Tao to preserve the so no PM 2.5 from vehicle.
No. But can we tax the tourists though, and who come to Samui, Phuket?
So I will explain to you that added tax is about $1 per night.
Okay. Sounds
and
reasonable.
The typical hotel is $100 to $300 per night.
If you explain that to the tourists, to Samui, Phuket, Chiang Mai, they will understand. They will be willing to pay.
Exactly.
Because you get nature, you get this fresh air, you get these nice, smiling Thai people, and you just pay $1 per night.
Yes. The other thing, too, is we get a lot of U.S. government support. So under the recent Biden infrastructure bill, they help with the finance of the EV bus. Because governments are good at supporting capital expenditure. So an EV bus is not cheap.
No.
But if the government helps with the finance and you add a special tax for to retire that debt, it's a win-win-win.
Yeah. Win-win-win. Triple win, not only double. Huh?
Exactly.
Now,
and that's why that picture behind me, Gemsai, is very clear and pretty because we have EV bus.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, back to Trump and Biden. If Biden comes back, then there is the possibility of a trade war between America and China again. How would that affect Thailand and ASEAN?
So the trade war is already happening.
It's already there.
But what I'm seeing, and another advantage for Thailand, when Kun Seta came to the APEC meeting, more and more American companies are pulling production from China.
Yeah.
For many reasons, not necessarily political. The economy in China is not good.
No.
Okay. And there are a lot of inefficiencies. I'm trying to work right now with a bioplastic company from here in the Utah area to do bioplastic factory in Thailand. And we are looking for a good Thai partner to take the American technology, the Thai cassava starch, to make bioplastic in Thailand to ship to the EU.
Cassava.
So the China, you asked me about a China war. It's already happening, and I think that under and it's because of business issues, not necessarily politics. Under Trump, it was politics, but now it's business case. So we still want good trade with China because they are very good consumers of American goods.
Yeah. And a huge market.
Exactly. So when you asked about the trade war, Suthichai, it's already happening.
It's already here. And it cannot get worse because it's already bad, right?
Right. I mean, I think you're going to see more political issues in China as more of the Chinese people feel the economic pain. We're already starting to see that a bit. Now, if you look at Thailand trade to China, it's mostly agricultural product. Right? And so that will always happen. So when I work with my investors in my climate stewardship company, we talk about everybody has to eat every day.
Sure, of course. And 3 times a day at least.
In agriculture is a good thing.
Yeah. Now we are facing a huge problem from China. That is, cheap Chinese goods are flooding Thai market. And
elephant pants.
ใช่ กางเกงช้าง elephant pants. Yes. And very soon ผ้าขาวม้า I think also.
Exactly.
Coming.
But not this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my Thai silk from Khon Kaen.
Khon Kaen, make sure it's from Khon Kaen. So I think we are facing a huge issue of how do we handle China in this sense that even online shopping, a lot of Chinese goods on all these shopping applications and payments, you pay directly into China, and local people do not benefit that much from trading with China. That I think is one of the things that we are trying to work out. Even the big retailers in Thailand are complaining that their sales combined are now smaller than Chinese goods being sold in Thailand.
It's important. If you'll notice too, so the biggest online seller in America, Amazon, even though you buy online, they add the local VAT tax. And that is technically very easy to do. One of my brothers works at a high-tech company, and they track sales online. And it's technically easy to do. I don't know if Shopee or Lazada. I think this is something that the Thai government can force. So that's basically what happened in the U.S. is, yes, you buy online, but you still have to pay tax.
Yeah. Talking about China and America, TikTok, what is happening? There's a law coming, and I think it's important that because
it's become a hot topic.
it is.
And notice Trump goes back and forth.
Yeah. Where do the two candidates stand on TikTok, Biden and Trump?
Well, Biden, so here's the funny thing. After the last Biden speech, he actually did an ad on TikTok after the speech. So I'm one of those I've been involved with technology for over 25 years.
Yeah, I know.
And it's going to be here. So you need to learn to work with it, to deal with it. There are many ways that you can work on how much of that information is going back, to mothership, as we say. And so it's not a technical hurdle, but I think it's just popular rhetoric right now to be, because here's what I feel is my information is out there anyway. Okay, I just need to have very good software to blocking to make sure that I don't get hacked. And just pay the extra money for a good VPN. I'm talking to you right now on an American VPN.
Already,
okay. And adding this cybersecurity to all of the different shopping, to Grab, to Food Panda is very possible, but also adding a small VAT tax to pay for it. So with my 30, 40 years experience in Thailand, the biggest problem is collection of tax is not very good.
I know. We're not enforcing our tax law strictly enough. And
with modernization, it's actually quite easy.
It is.
So you notice when you go to any international company, okay, you go to McDonald's, you go to Starbucks, the tax is always there.
Right. Now, the debate in America now about TikTok is, I think there's this new law being introduced to split up TikTok.
It will be interesting to see what happens, but I think it's just hot for the moment. And from the technology person, I think it's a bit of an overreaction. There are ways to do filter. There are ways to do protection. And you just need to do that. But ask your Thai friends if they were to take the TikTok application off their children's cell phone, what would happen?
No, there'll be a war at home, a riot.
And we would not have mango and sticky rice.
I know.
She is a huge TikTok star.
I know. Now, okay, we talk about if Trump is reelected. What about if Biden is reelected? What's going to happen to ASEAN and Thailand?
It will... And again, not because of my political feeling, but you look at actual data, okay? ASEAN, the Biden administration is paying much more attention to ASEAN than any other administration. We know that ASEAN is important. We know that strong relationships in ASEAN are important. And with the Biden administration, we will support Taiwan 100%.
Taiwan, 100%, sure.
And that is important. Here's the other thing, too. And I love Thailand. I love the Thai people. But every now and again, there's this anti-American sentiment, a little bit.
Yes.
But but if Thailand was ever to go on a war with Burma, who would be the first country to help Thailand? America.
America. See, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're kind of that, and it's an overused term. We're the big brother, but we love you and we let you do your thing.
Yeah.
We're there if you need us.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
We are there when you need us. That's very important.
Yes.
But we'll let you do whatever you want. Even give us help. Criticize us.
Exactly. It's like that annoying younger brother that we love. Sometimes he's against us, sometimes he's for us.
Yeah.
But we like his food, so we will help you all the time.
I know.
And if you look at what we do with all of the military joint cooperation with FBI, Cobra Gold is still a very big thing.
And you're trying to help rescue the เรือหลวงสุโขทัย
Exactly. So like I said, how I like to say it is, we're that older brother that loves you, but you can do your own thing. But every now and again, we may give you some advice, but we also have a pretty big pocketbook.
I see. Yeah. And,
just showing off some of it.
We have our ups and downs, just like, brothers. But in the end, you will know that despite all the arguments, we are in the same boat here. We are in this together, right?
And another interesting historical point. So I first came to Thailand in 1977.
77, yeah.
Excuse me, 75. I'm getting old. I forget.
75. 75, there was a very turbulent time for Thai politics.
Well, I was living in Radamnung.
Wow, right there.
Sanam Luang.
Oh, my God.
I had to run into my apartment as the fighting was going up. So I am, in America, we say OG, original gangsta.
OG.
Okay. So I'm a Thai expat OG.
Yeah.
But it was the end of the American Vietnam soldier economy and the new Thai economy. It was a very difficult shift. But if you remember, one of the advantages, we talked about infrastructure in Thailand.
Yeah.
But one of the advantages was all of the highway between Utapao, Ubon, Udon, Korat. Okay,
it's called the friendship.
The infrastructure from the Vietnam War helped Thailand be competitive in business.
Friendship Highway.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was one of the legacy benefits that Thailand received, is that infrastructure. Another thing a lot of Thais don't know is in the 50s, when Japan started doing much more in Thailand, remember Thai Daimaru was the very first the very first department store. I remember buying things at Thai Daimaru.
Right.
It was part of a U.S. government program to help Japan improve its economy.
Wow! By introducing
Thai Daimaru. If you remember, after World War II, America gave tremendous amount of aid to Japan to rebuild into a peaceful economy. Part of that expansion was helping Japanese products move to Thailand. An unknown historical point.
A lot of Thais don't know about this.
So the reason Japan was one of the biggest investors in the 50s and 60s was at the assistance of the American government that wanted to rebuild the Japanese economy so they would be a good ally and not be a fascist government anymore. So
So all these historical facts, especially for the new generation, would not have recognized or would not have access to. And, people like you should write history as well about that particular period of time. And when you
There's plenty of history.
I know.
Another important point, because we were talking about food, right?
Suthichai. Yes.
Did you know that Thailand
Yes.
has especially Bangkok,
Yes.
has some of the highest percentage per capita
Yeah.
of Japanese restaurants?
I know. For
So we
some,
talk about Utah,
yes.
high percentage of Thai restaurant. Bangkok has a high percentage of Japanese
Yeah,
restaurant.
a lot of Japanese restaurants, and that's the affinity between Thailand and Japan
Yes.
too.
Right. So again, what I wanted to hook to is it was part of the American financial support to grow the Japanese economy post-war.
And Thailand was chosen as one of the places.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a perfect place.
You know, I met some old Japanese friend who lived through World War II, and he told me that I always remember Thai rice, the smell of Thai rice.
It is so true. And that's why I'm so happy to be involved with Thai rice farmers, selling the best product in the world. And now we can help the Thai rice farmer have another symbol, low carbon rice.
Yeah, low carbon rice, I think, is the key word now from now on, because I see Vietnam is promoting low carbon rice as well. So we better speed up.
And they are my customer too. But I want to help Thai farmers more.
Yeah, we cannot lag behind. We cannot lag behind. Eh? But
go ahead.
When I talk about the Japanese friend and Thai rice, he was talking about Thai rice being donated by the Thai government to Japanese people after the Second World War when they were starving.
Exactly.
They said we had nothing to eat. And Thai rice was donated to us, and we will always remember the rest of our life. We will never forget Thai rice.
Exactly. And it's, you know, so that intercooperation, the growth and development, so I'm going to give you another historical point that is related to America and related to our relationship, is Thailand was also viewed very special by America after World War II because of Seri Thai.
Seri Thai, of course.
So if you look at other countries that joined the side of Japan, and I always say Thailand was a soft supporter of Japan.
Soft supporter.
Because you were occupied.
We had no choice.
You were occupied, right. So, but because of Seri Thai, the Americans did a lot of promotion and aid to Thailand in post World War II. And then, of course, the tremendous help that Thailand was during the Vietnam War. And, you know, the famous Thai-American Tiger Woods is the result of an American GI who met a wonderful Thai woman, and they produced the greatest golfer in the world. We have a lot of Thai soft power.
Great. Okay, we started with Donald Trump and we end up with Thai-American relationship. I think that's great. And we should remind a lot of people about history, and history decides the future as well. So I think, thank you very much, David, for this very nice chat about if Trump is reelected, what's going to happen to us. So at least we have some analysis from David, who is close to Thailand and he was close observer of American politics, and he has the right to vote. And you know, he's a Democrat, but you know, he tries to be objective in his analysis.
I'm a businessman. That is a Democrat.
Okay. So thank you, David, again for joining Suthichai Live English for today. And now, of course,
thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'll be asking you to come back to talk about the election, like the campaigns. And of course, from Utah, if we can get some Thai people talking to us live about their life in Utah, how they...
I will do that. I will do that.
Let's arrange for that. I think it will be useful. And
next time, Mu Ping Khao Niao at my office.
Okay. Mu Ping Khao Niao. Okay. Give me a call. Thank you.
Thank you.
สวัสดีครับทุกคนสวัสดีครับทุกคนติดตามสุทธิชัยไลฟ์กับผมทุกวันเช้าสายบ่ายเย็นมีเรื่องร้อนเรื่องวิเคราะห์เรื่องสัมภาษณ์เรื่อง Exclusive ต้องที่นี่ที่เดียวครับไปติดตามผมใน Facebook 2 เพจ เพจสุทธิชัยยุ่นกับสุทธิชัยไลฟ์และอย่าลืม YouTube ครับ YouTube ไปกด Subscribe ที่สุทธิชัยไลฟ์กด Subscribe แล้วกดกระดิ่งเตือนคุณทันทีที่สุทธิชัยไลฟ์มาในมือถือคุณนอกนั้น Twitter ไปกดติดตามและ TikTok ครับ TikTok ล่าสุดนั้นสามารถที่จะถ่ายทอดสดสุทธิชัยไลฟ์ให้ทุกท่านติดตามได้เช่นกันสุทธิชัยไลฟ์ anywhere anytime สุทธิชัยไลฟ์คือเพื่อนที่เล่าข่าววิเคราะห์ข่าวสามารถทำให้ท่านทันข่าวทุกวินาทีจากนี้ไปครับ